Welcome to Sporting News Audio. My name is David A. Arnott. Sitting here with Sporting News is Tom Gatto. And there was a big trade in Major League Baseball that we're going to need to talk about. Yunel Escobar of the Atlanta Braves traded to the Toronto Blue Jays for Alex Gonzalez. The good-hitting Alex Gonzalez, as I recall. So, first reaction, Tom, what do you think about this?
The Braves finally had enough of Escobar's attitude and his laziness in the field. I think it became crystallized in New York over the weekend. He flubbed a pop-up, lost it in the twilight, seemed to be a little bit nonchalant about it. And then he almost got Troy Gloss's wrist broken with a bad throw on Saturday. And you combine that with all the other incidents that the Braves have dealt with Escobar's seeming lack of interest, lack of hustle, seeming hostility sometimes toward teammates and coaches. It finally added up, and the Braves said enough, even though it's a 27-year-old who's not even arbitration eligible yet. They said enough. We need a more steady shortstop if we want to contend in the National League this year.
Now, they've been putting up with this. This is not a new thing, apparently. The word that's been leaking out all along has been that this is a long-standing issue that the Braves have had, character issues. But Escobar was productive before, and this year, not so much.
Not so much. He has no home runs. He was expected to be a 20-home-run player as he was developing in his younger years. The power's gone. He's hitting .238 in 75 games, just 19 RBIs. He's been moved down in the batting order. He was thought to be a middle-of-the-order hitter at one point. That is no longer the case, unless he turns it around in Toronto with a pretty good offensive team. But right now, he is clearly regressing as a player, and it's mystifying to a lot of people.
So it's obvious what the Blue Jays think they're getting here. They're getting their shortstop of the future for the next at least 3-4 years. I believe next year is when Escobar is going to be first arbitration eligible?
That's my understanding, yes.
Okay. So what do the Braves get out of this with Alex Gonzalez? He's having a fantastic season thus far.
He is, and he's probably a little bit over his head right now.
A little, yes.
As a master of understatement says. No, he's a much more reliable player. Not that much worse defensively, perhaps an upgrade defensively over Escobar if Escobar's not going to give you full effort. And so the Braves will feel more comfortable with Gonzalez there at shortstop playing every day. They also get a couple of minor leaguers that they hope could turn into something. But the key element is that they have a player that they can count on more with Alex Gonzalez, who has an option coming up for next year, so he's going to be playing for a contract. So you're going to get full effort from him as he tries to cash in on his good season.
So if you had to make the call right now, who's going to have a better second half of the season, Gonzalez or Escobar?
I'm going to say Gonzalez. I think Escobar is in such a funk right now that even this sudden move, this what would seem to be a wake-up call, I don't think will be a wake-up call. I think Escobar's too far gone at this point. If he can't play for Bobby Cox, then he probably can't play for Cito Gaston or whomever's going to replace Gaston next year. To me, it's from afar as an observer, clearly a player who doesn't care. And whether this is the requisite wake-up call, I'm not sure. I think the Braves get the better of this deal. I think Gonzalez will be better, and I think Escobar, unless there's some intervention by somebody he trusts, is just going to keep slipping and waste a lot of talent.
Tom Gatto, thanks for joining us on Sporting News Audio.
A pleasure, David.